Hi, welcome to Just Common Sense. My name's Brian Harrison. Tonight we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about defunding the police and we're going to talk about the Second Amendment, both of which are very important. So right now what's going on throughout the country right now is you're hearing a lot of talk about defunding the police. Well, there are a lot of police officers right now who are going into early retirement. People are dropping out of the force. There are people who were thinking about joining the force, and now they've decided not to do so. So in these particular cities, we're going to go into Chicago, New York, variety of cities out there. The mayors, the governors are actually for defunding the police. And there's many other states and cities that have been talking about it as well as our own president, as well as our vice president, as well as other people on the radical left. Some on the right have been talking about doing this. It is a very stupid, ignorant idea. Now, the purpose of having police officers out there are to protect and serve, and that is what they do. And they do a great job of it. Now, as we know, there are some bad police officers out there here and there. There's going to be a few. Not many. 99.9% of the police officers are really great. Let's talk about the other side of things. People that are burning down buildings. We already know there's bad people out there too. There's good protesters. There's bad protesters. And Antifa, that's a very bad group. There's people in the Black Lives Matter group, that people in the group, not all of them, but again, there's some that are causing problems out there, and that's a real big issue. Now, put yourself in a police officer's shoes right now. You've been a police officer, let's just say you've been a police officer for, 10 years, 15. And all of a sudden, your own mayor of the city you work in is saying we need to defund the police. So basically, your mayor is not standing up for you. Your governor is not standing up for you. That is on one side. On the other side, you are getting people that are actually protesting against you, telling you they hate you. If you go on YouTube, you can see things like police officers standing there in their riot gear, but their own mayor or their own governor is saying, stand back, don't do anything. Yet they're allowed these protesters to get right in the police officer's face, call them every name in the world, get in their personal space. That is wrong. Very wrong. Any of you governors or mayors listening, and even the president of the United States and the vice president, have some decency and morals and protect the people that are working for you. Sure enough, you had them around the Capitol. You had fences around the Capitol. What went on at the Capitol was very wrong. Very wrong. And a bunch of stupid people did some stupid things. Very stupid. And people got hurt. But again, getting back into this, if those police officers weren't there, things would have been much worse. So keep in mind when you talk about defunding the police. Love them, definitely. They need to protect everybody, and that's what they're there for. Now, getting into this a little more, as far as you governors and mayors out there that are actually defunding the police, remember, protect your guys. Protect the people that work for you, because their job is to protect people like us, the normal citizens of this country. So let's just go into a scenario real quick. Things have changed. Police have been defunded. The world has changed. There's a lot less police officers now. I get a 911, or I have someone breaking in my house, threatening my life, bodily harm, wanting to rob my house. I'm going to pick up the phone. Hello, 911. Can I have a police officer come out right away? Well, sir, I'm sorry, but we'll get them out to you just as soon as we can because they're tied up right now with other people and we don't have enough police officers to take care of what's going on. Okay, well, thank you. I'll see you in a little while, maybe an hour or so from now. Click. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Burglar or robber or person who's threatening bodily harm to me. Please hold on. Let's be nice until the police officer can get here and kindly arrest you. Stupid. Very stupid idea. That is why we don't need to defund the police. That's part of it. Now, this being said, yes, there should be some better training and better background checks in certain states and certain cities out there. There are some states and cities that are doing fantastic. Fantastic. This is where I went into the Second Amendment about protecting yourself. Now, if someone's breaking in your house and you feel like, and they're coming at you, bodily harm, physical harm, and you feel like your life is in danger of being threatened, you have the right, depending upon what state and city you're in, to protect yourself and your family. Again, I'm not an attorney. I'm just saying this is our Second Amendment, and this is something that you definitely, in my opinion, you need to go down and get classes. If you actually have any guns or anything, my advice is to go down, take classes, do personal classes to learn how to operate that gun if you don't know, and you may think you know. Learn the laws of your state and city, how this is to be handled. Now again, there are certain cities and states out there that don't allow guns at all. Again, in the Constitution, the Second Amendment is right there. And it talks about right to bear arms. So in my opinion, these cities and states are in the wrong. Now, they are trying to take away our guns. The government's doing that. They've been talking about it. It works a little bit at a time. First thing, let's reduce magazines. Let's reduce this. Well, let's talk about this. Think about this, guys. What is going on right now? You go to a gun store. Bullets are super priced out right now. It's crazy. Or ammo, I should say. At that point, people are in lines buying guns and ammo. There's two reasons. Reason number one is they're worried about the government taking your guns. So everybody's like, oh, I'm not going to be able to get this. I'm not going to be able to get ammo. I'm not going to be able to get the gun I want. Because they're concerned. People are concerned about that. That's one reason. The other reason is, guess what? If there's not enough police officers out there, who is going to defend us? Well, we're going to have to defend ourselves against people coming at us, threatening our lives with bodily harm in our own house. This is crazy. Now, we got people like Maxine Waters out there. I'm going to go into it. Shouldn't even be sitting in that chair up there. She's a disgrace to what that chair stands for. And there are many others on both sides that are a disgrace up there that shouldn't be sitting in those chairs. And again, that's why I go into term limits. But that you already know about. You've been to my videos. So, I saw an issue the other day. I did see a video of a woman that was on the ground. There were 3 police officers that already had her on the ground. Well, guess what? She's struggling. I don't know if she had a weapon or not. I am not sure. I'm still looking into it. But again, one police officer was hitting her in the face. That is no excuse. There is no excuse that I'm aware of for any police officer to do that. But again, that goes back to one case, one instant. Most of the police officers do great jobs. But again, let's go into this. News loves to feed on negativity. You hardly see them feeding on anything positive. The reason why is because, for some reason, negative feeds more than positive when it comes to the news stations. And that's on both sides. And it's sick. You can turn on TV shows in the middle of the afternoon. You can see certain TV shows. Well, these are the people that watch these. They're sitting home, not working, not really wanting to get a job, but yet they're going to blame it on the government. They're going to blame it on something else instead of themselves for not getting off their butts and getting out there and looking for a job. Yes, jobs are hard to find in some areas, but guess what? There are jobs out there. There are jobs out there of some sort for you to work at. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, negative is on in the afternoon. A lot of TV stations, not all, but there's quite a few that have negative shows on, and they thrive off that stuff, and it makes big money. So I just wanted to say it's a very bad thing that this is going on, and getting into a couple things like LeBron James. We already know what he did the other day. Yes, he had anger. Yes, it was a stupid thing he did. You already know how I feel about that, LeBron. I've already put that out there. So again, dumb thing to do. Wait till the investigations come out. Watch the videos. Watch the recordings. That's fine. I think the recordings of these body cams should come out pretty quick instead of being held back. There may be reasons why. Maybe the body cams are pretty graphic. But the one with the 16-year-old girl the other day came out really quick. And you guys know how I feel about that. There's one here in North Carolina. They're still waiting for the body cam to come out. I don't know what's taking so long. There are protests and stuff going on with that right now. Which there have been some bad protests a little bit here and there in the North Carolina area. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Most of them have been peaceful. There was some spots where they were blocking streets and stuff. Guys, don't do that. It's stupid. So again, wait till these things come out, and then wait till the investigation's done. See what happens. See who's in the wrong here and who's in the right. Generally, the police officers are going to be in the right for what they did. Not all the time. Now, I will talk about this negative and positive stuff. Saw something happen recently, and this is what the news media does not put out there. 911 call came through. There was a lady saying, "Hey, my baby is choking. Please help." Well, guess what? The police officer came out there first. I saw the video. And the police officer, he was very calm. And they were, of course, scared, ecstatic over their baby. Like, I'm not ecstatic. I'm scared. Scared over their baby and freaking out. And I understand this. Now, the police officer at that point tapped the baby on the back a few times, was very calm about it. Baby got a chunk of food out. Baby started crying. He saved the baby's life. This is the stuff that doesn't get reported. All the good stuff that police officers do. And there's a lot that they do. A lot. So keep that in mind, guys. When you talk about defunding the police, very important that they do a lot more good. A lot more good. But if there's one little thing that's bad out there, remember, the news media is going to take it from here to here. Because they know that boosts ratings and they want the money. That's all they're after. They are after the money. They don't give a dang about you. Not all of them. So go to my website. Oh, one more thing I did want to say. And on that, when you guys hear things from friends, I've said this before. I want to go back to this. When you hear a friend of yours saying, "I just saw this on the news," well, instead of listening from your friend, go check it out yourself. Check out the video. Don't go by what they call hearsay and start spreading it to the next friend, because by the time, like I've always said, it gets 5 friends down, it's a whole different story. And my God, it's like the world's going to end. It's the worst thing out there. Check it out yourselves. Do the research. Get some common sense. That's what my show's about. And just do that. All right. A couple things I do want to say. Go to my website again. Please post comments, ask me questions. I'm starting to answer a lot of questions. Saw some stupid stuff out there the other day that made no sense, just attacking me. But again, I expect that. That's fine. These are people who are probably just 40 years old living at home in their mother or father's basement while their parents pay for them, and they shouldn't even be doing that. They should be out getting jobs. But again, www.just-commonsense. Go to my webpage. Go to the bottom. Go to my YouTube videos. Please go ahead. And then please go ahead and join my YouTube. Subscribe and share. Again, I'm working on running for Senate. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. So that's something we'll see what happens. But again, my belief is if I were in the Senate, I would be working for you, not you working for me. I believe in term limits. And I believe in working the system the right way. Again, I've always said if somebody offers me $1 billion, not going to take a penny of it, because you know what? I got to answer to God later in life, and that's the way I look at it. I'm just a person, and I think people out there are more important than many of us. There's people out there who are doing far better things. They're not being recognized. Many of them are police officers, firefighters, first responders, and people that are just doing good deeds. Now, couple things. My wife is going to be on in the next week or two. She came up to me tonight and said she'd love to talk about what's going on with women in this country versus women in other countries. She may have a friend on here as well. We'll find out. She's working on it. And so she'll be here. That's going to be exciting. Now, next thing is my studio is going to be changed out. I'll be honest. This wall is actually gray behind me. It looks blue. It looks really weird and terrible. The lights are kind of cool, but otherwise. I want the camera to expand out and the cameras and everything in here, and I want to get the bookshelves and everything in the American flag instead of this one. It's going to actually be on top of the bookshelf here with my dad's flag. When he passed away, it's up there. And this flag is on the wrong side. I do know that. I'm actually hiding a plug down here. It's showing up. I'm going to have to put a plant or something there. I don't know. But again, just go ahead. If you would go to my webpage, please sign up. I'd love to talk with you guys and get advice from you. I have had some people actually I've talked with and or chatted with, and they've actually have given me great advice. I've asked them what is their opinion, because I want to know everybody's opinion too, if it makes sense. Don't say stupid stuff. Come on. You know better. Of course, some of you will. But take care. Have a good night. God bless. God bless America. And thank you for listening.